Yo, what's good, guys? In today's video, I'm about to be breaking down how I made almost $3,000 trading today. So, basically, as you guys might know from my other videos, I start trading at the New York Open, which is 9:30 a.m. So, or the opening bell, however you guys call it. But yeah, so we're first going to look at the daily, which is what I do pre 9:30, so before I actually get into executing. So we've been pretty bullish on the euro futures, and obviously I check the other pairs, I check the Nasdaq and everything, but the setup for today it was on the euro, and obviously all these concepts that I'm talking about apply to all the different markets, so all the currency markets, all like the indices, so like Nasdaq and ES. So yeah, that's just to clear that out. So you could use these tips that I'm gonna give you in all the markets that you guys trade. So yeah, so basically yesterday, like from yesterday, sorry, we gapped up and then we started trading within the gap. So that just signals to me that okay, that's the best probably point to enter at because we're pretty low during the day, and if especially if we're expecting a green candle, we want to enter while the candle is red. Okay, or at least as close as possible to red. And if you guys don't know already, this is basically going off of the open high low close, or obviously the opposite, depending on if we're bullish or bearish. But yeah, so we want to get it where we want to get the best fill possible, basically. So now in the execution time frame, which was the 15-minute today, this is what I saw. So going into the 9:30, okay, we're pretty low here. And we see this fair value gap over here. I put it in green because it acted as an inverse fair value gap for me. But this is just to show you without bias, you would have been taking an L today again because you would have thought this was your breaker block or order block right here. Yeah, order block actually, sorry. But yeah, this is your order block, and then your fair value gaps here. You would have probably entered into the fair value gap right here, maybe at consequent encroachment, maybe at the order block. But regardless, you would have definitely got stopped out no matter where you put your stop. And obviously that's due to bias, bro. You have to really zoom out and see, okay, bro, why would you take a short when we're literally at all-time highs? We're just keep going up and up and up. Why would you ever take a short? It's just not logical. Until okay, market if it breaks structure and then starts like making moves towards the downside on the higher time frames, then okay, now you can start considering taking shorts. But yeah, so that's basically why I didn't take a short today. And then we were looking basically for a break of structure at this high over here. It's a pretty clean high. It's actually a double high over here. So yeah, we broke through this. Okay, we left a big gap over here, which is okay. It signals to me, okay, it's gonna be one of those breaker block and fair value gap setups, and that's what it was. So it's a bit unfortunate that the price actually started to rally that hard, and it didn't give me like the best like entry, I guess, best risk to reward possible, but that's just because we had to enter at the consequent encroachment of the oh sorry damn, I don't know why I started that, but the consequent encroachment of the fair value gap, as opposed to where the breaker and the fair value gap meet. In this case, it would have worked, but it's just I'm not gonna take this like position over here just because I might miss the setup, right? If my limit order is all the way there. And just to show you guys, I did take this setup for real. This was a screenshot that I took while I was in the trade. So as you can see here, as you can see here, 9 contracts. I was up about like almost 2,000 at this point. But yeah, obviously it ended up hitting TP as you guys could see. But yeah, so where was I? So yeah, enter at the consequent encroachment of the fair value gap here, and then we shot up directly right to my take profit pretty quickly. And honestly, I could have took profit a bit later on, but for some reason, like we were already at all-time highs, and that's a problem that I kind of have. Like after previous day high, there's only the standard deviations of the Asian range to go off of to take your targets. And I don't like to have two targets that are both standard deviations of the Asian range. And that might just be my fault, right? Honestly, like it's not really logical. Like these are great levels to take profit at. But I don't know, just in this case right here, there was a high right here, almost at the one standard deviation. So I was like, okay, we're gonna take out the high and the standard deviation and the first standard deviation, sorry. But once that happens, I'm like, okay, I don't know if we want to even make more highs going into the day. As well as the reason why I took profit early was because I entered at between 10:45 and 11. So that's a pretty late entry for like a New York AM session entry. So I was like, how much more juice do we have in the day? Because a lot of times, like I said in the other videos, around 12 to 1, which is the lunch hour, will make the high of the day if we were really bullish on the day. So that's basically the combination of why I took my profits this early. And it was actually about, because I entered at constant encroachment, it was about a 1 to 2, I guess a bit less, 1.93. So yeah, almost a 1 to 2. Obviously, you could have got way more profits if you knew, but that's obviously in hindsight. But yeah, that's maybe something for me to think about. Maybe to extend my take profits and take obviously a partial over here because it's a very logical level. But yeah, have some contracts running till maybe the second standard deviation, so I could get just an overall bigger reward on this trade. But regardless, a win's a win. Still a pretty decent sized win, 1 to 2 about. So yeah, that's basically why I took a long today and how I won almost $3,000. And obviously, as I said, why I didn't take a short, even though there was a setup short, right? If you take just off candlestick patterns and you don't have any context, you would have definitely taken a short over here. But yeah, so that's it for the video. It's a pretty quick one. I just want to go over these pretty quickly when I take these trades, so you guys can get some education out of it. And I feel like this is helpful because when I was learning to trade at the start, I was also looking at these type of videos and getting the concepts and getting the feel of how profitable traders actually do execute on these positions. So yeah, um, that's it for the video. If you guys want any other videos for me to post, just leave it down below and I'll be sure to at least reply to your comment, and hopefully I'll be able to post what you guys want to see. But yeah, that's it for the video. I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace.